Okay, Esau waiting to make his move, man. He waiting to pounce on us, man. Okay, the Lord is going to allow Esau to pounce, man. All right, and then Esau going to pounce on certain men of the Lord, man.
Yeah, and he lies. Esau lies in wait for Jacob. That's why in these different neighborhoods, they call the hood. You know, you got bait cars. You know, you got these poor areas where people are more prone to do something like stealing because they're in a poor condition, and so Esau will put bait cars in these communities, or they'll have women cops dressed up like prostitutes to catch Jake. That's how they lie in wait. They set up these different traps and snares in these neighborhoods so that they can catch the poor, man.
Righteous, which is your Israelites, man. Okay, like the other day, I was going to my store, Judy, and I had seen a car. And they had all the doors unlocked, man. First thing that came to my mind was fucking Esau the devil, man. It's right there in the hood too.
Yep.
You know, so Jake could fucking just hop in. You know?
Yep, that's Esau, man. Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not of our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings.
Yeah, because we are contrary to your wicked asses, man. All you nations, man. Lord created us to be a special people unto himself.
Already gone.
His image. Okay? We're not like you other nations, man. We don't do what you do. Okay, Jake be eating the shit you eat because you bugged out the world. But naturally, Jake ain't eating what you eat. Okay? That's why Dave Chappelle was talking about it. Dave Chappelle, on one of his sitcom, okay, the Chappelle Show, he was going in how Esau be studying Jake fucking, everybody knows that Jake loved Kool-Aid. Okay, I ain't drinking it because I know what it is, but in the world we love that shit, man. It tasted good. Okay, those lemonade Kool-Aid, strawberry fucking Kool-Aid, all right, great Kool-Aid.
Great, man.
You know, it tasted good, man.
Fucking with that great Kool-Aid.
You know, and Esau knows that. That's why he throws jokes out there like, oh, why don't you go drink your Kool-Aid at home, nigga? Or watermelon.
Chicken and waffles.
They know that Jake, first and foremost, the Southern Kingdom, loves chicken, man. Okay? And if it is the Northern Kingdom, it's Issachar that like chicken, man. I like beef more. But you know what? Jake in general like chicken.
I got Dave Chappelle, he said, I already know what you're gonna order. The chicken.
The chicken.
He said everybody knows that blacks and chicken is very fond of one another.
Is that gay?
This is Deuteronomy 7 and 6. It says, for thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all the people that are upon the face of the earth.
And the word holy means separate. The Lord is with separation. That's why when you go into Genesis the 10th or 11th chapter, with the Tower of Babel.
Sorry, guys.
The Tower of Babel, he divided the nations. He don't want everybody to come together. That's an ugly motherfucker. He divided all the nations, man. Okay, the nations were trying to come together and, you know.
Yeah, it tells you in the scriptures, Moses was telling Israel not to do after the ways, actually, not to be doing
it. Well, it goes into there in Deuteronomy 7 as well, that the Lord wanted us to kill all these nations, man.
Fine. I was gonna go over here to Jeremiah 10 and 2.
Not to have any dealings with them. Why? Because then they're gonna push their ways on our children and on us, man.
Yeah, you had Jake that was messing around with the Midianite woman, and he brought a Midianitish woman into the congregation, and you had I think it was a Levite that smote them both through with a spear, man. Because they were going after the other gods, because the women of these other nations was drawing away Jake to go serve their idols, man.
Or the terror child, the Cushite, when he blasphemed the name of the Lord, they killed his ass.
Yeah.
They have no dealings with us, man. We're a totally different people. He blasphemed, they stoned him, and then they lit his ass on fire. All right? I thought that was Ingvar Dijaba. I thought that was Sour Puss.
This Jeremiah 10:2.
Sour Puss.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
Yeah, so we're not supposed to learn the ways of the heathen. We have our own ways, man. All right? The Lord created us to be following after his law, statutes, commandments, and push that on the world. A righteous vibe. But according to prophecy, our people went astray, man. Okay? And a lot of our people are going to die because they're not going to come back to the Lord. All right? So learn not the way of the heathen. You're not supposed to be doing what these heathens do. 2/3 of our people are heathen. It says that they would not go by the way the Lord wants them, to cast them out as a heathen, man. So 2/3 of our people are heathens, man. And what are they into? Being homosexuals, eating abominable foods, celebrating these pagan holidays. Lord's telling you, no, don't do that.
They all worship idols. They're
Yeah.
all into these other philosophies. That's the main transgression. That's the biggest transgression, is that Jake is into all these different philosophies and is worshiping other gods and following after other customs. That's that spiritual adultery, man. Wisdom of Solomon 2:12. Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn. And Esau lies in wait for us, the men of the Lord. That's why you got demons, you got agents that come up to camps. That's why you got demons that come up on the comment boards and try and get you to say certain things, or they put links. They put links on your comment board because they want you to click on the link so they could put some shit on your computer or whatever. You know, they lie in wait for us, man.
God, not too long ago, okay, they edited the brother's thumbnail and put porn on there, man. You remember that?
I remember that, yeah.
They put a thumbnail to a brother's video, put porn on it. And you know, YouTube is so censored to where you can't do stuff like that. It'll automatically just
Yeah, they'll
detect it.
take your videos down.
It'll automatically be detected and taken off. So Esau literally did that through an agent, man. Okay? Or there was another time where Esau actually put up a porn video on our brother's channel. And it says something about like slaughtering an Edomite cave bitch or something. And it was a Judite pounding out an Edomite woman, man. And it would actually show the damn thing. Because you know, this was when I was young, and the truth, I was like, what does it have to do with? And it's literally a Judite holding an Edomite woman, bro. Literally.
Damn, it's just edifying.
Like a homemade porn, bro.
Destroying the Edomite woman.
Yeah, it said slaughtering Edomite cave bitch or something.
That's hilarious.
And I was just like, what the fuck?
So Esau lies in wait for us too, man. Because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doing. He upbraided us with our offending the law. Because that's what we do. It says to go out and to shake the head. It says to lift up the voice and show our people their transgressions and their sins, and to condemn the wicked, man. And so that's what it's saying. It's saying that we're out here upbraiding them for their offending of the law, because this devil wanted to take the Bible in his hand, but he wants to do everything contrary to the Bible. That's why it says that our ways are clean contrary to his ways, man. He upbraided us with our offending the law, and objected to our infamy, the transgressions of our education. Because Esau's education is wickedness, man. Esau's knowledge and wisdom is the knowledge and wisdom of evil, man. He was the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Tree of the knowledge of good and evil, man. You know, so this devil is has the knowledge of wickedness, which is not wisdom. You know, it tells you that the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. He professes to have the knowledge of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That's what we come out here and do. See, we fit the bill, man. We're coming out here and doing these things. And so Esau is against us. Good is set against evil, man. He professed to have the knowledge of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and he called himself the child of the Lord. And that's what Yahweh told Moses to tell Pharaoh in Egypt is that Israel is the Lord's children, is the Lord's son, even his firstborn.
There we go.
So
Excuse me,
we're
sorry guys.
confessing that we're the children of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He was made to reprove our thoughts. So we were made to reprove the thoughts of the so-called white man. We were made to reprove the thoughts of these other nations, man. That's why it tells you that these other nations are going to worship us and follow after us in the kingdom. They're going to have to learn the law through us, man. We're set up to reprove these other nations.
And you Edomites can't be charmed. Okay, you can't be fixed. All right, your soul is not upright. So what's going to happen is we're going to destroy you after 1,000. After 1,000 hardcore years of slavery. Because you ain't never going to be able to even keep law or even think righteously, man. You're a virus. The heathen are going to be trying, and they're going to go off, but they're going to be sincerely trying like how we are right now. Like how we are right now, sincerely trying. That's how the heathen are going to be in the kingdom. And they're going to cry for eternity because they ain't going to be us. They're going to wish they were us, man. They're going to envy us, man, forever.
Verse 15, he is grievous unto us even to behold. So Esau hates even looking at you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. He hates even seeing your face. He definitely hates seeing us out here, man. Oh, he hates this.
I do.
Yeah, I know you do. You're a devil, man. You're an Edomite, according to the Bible. And you're an Edomite. You're going to be destroyed, man. The Lord's coming back to kill you. And your entire race. I do have scriptures on it, homie. I do got scriptures on it. Come learn something. Come learn something.
Hey, you're hateful too.
Hey, God is hateful. It tells you that the Lord hates. Hey, get ready for your death, homie. Hey, man, the wicked flee with no man pursue it. These devils can't hang with the gang. He was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us even to behold. Look, hey, man, the scripture spoke, man. And when that devil passed by, he said, yeah.
Yeah, I hate what you're doing.
He hates what we're doing. Hey, man, Esau hates us coming out here doing this, man.
Just like that damn kid bitch a few weeks ago that said F your Bible. Spin on the camera. Of course. We're contrary. We're two different beings, man. We're righteous and they're wicked.
That was the spirit, man.
Yeah, even Jake, even though 2/3, they're still called the righteous, man. They're Israelites. They're going to be in the kingdom. They're going to be perfect.
For his life is not like other men's, his ways are of another fashion.
Yeah, our ways are of another fashion, man. Okay? Even 2/3 of our people, because you're of your father the devil, they bug out when they look at us and what we do. Oh, you're reading the Bible? Oh, you got a beard on your face? Are you a Muslim?
You ISIS?
Oh, you don't eat pork? What's going on? Are you feeling okay? What's gotten into you?
You got possessed by the Holy Spirit. You got possessed, man. You got brainwashed. Huh? Come learn something.
We are brainwashed. That's an oxymoron for you not to understand what that means. It means our brain was cleaned from the filth of this world, man. Of course we're brainwashed, man. And I don't want it any other way. Okay? I wouldn't want it any other way.
Sorry.
All right, verse 16. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. And you devils are counterfeits, man. You up in the righteous holy land, proclaiming yourself to be the Israelites, man. Y'all are counterfeits, man. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that God is his Father.
Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is our Father, man. Okay? And you're going to know it. You're going to know it when he saves his people, man. Alright? These people are going to be the only people that get saved, man. The 12 tribes. And of course, they're going to look like all nations. but only an elect of them are going to be saved. And you know what? When they get beamed up, they're going to get a new body. So this is what you're going to see is Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans get beamed up. You ain't going to see no Edomites getting beamed up. All right, no Gooks or Coolies getting beamed up. All you're going to see is Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans so-called getting beamed up in them chariots, man. Because the bodies are going to be changed. Shoot, we might all just look like Negroes, man.
Shit, Esau got scared, man. Because when Esau was walking over there, he said, show me the scripture that said that. I told him, come back, I'll show you the scriptures. Esau got scared, man, because he wasn't going to come back because he knew he was about to get condemned by the scriptures, man. He didn't want to find out. That's why it tells you that he stopped at the ear. He don't want to hear it, man.
Yeah, because the word of the Lord is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword.
Now, Hebrews 4 and 12. That's right. Let us see if his words be true. So now this is the Esau's planning, man. This is the iniquity that he's devising upon his bed to come after the righteous, man. It tells you that Esau's going to come after the righteous. It says, let us see if his words be true. Let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For if the just man be the son of the Most High, he will help him. They were telling that to Yahushua on the cross, man. If you're the son of God, pray to the Father to get you off of that cross. That's what Esau's going to do to us, man. He's going to afflict us and say, call upon your God to save you. We're going to be tested, man. Of God, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. And that is going to happen. Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience.
Yeah, that's going to happen in them FEMA camps, man. Okay? They're going to come looking for us, man. All right? That's what you got to get your mind ready for, man. Constantly meditate on these scriptures, man. Build yourself up. See what the prophets and the men of the Lord went through. Understand. Because it's going to come back. But this time it's going to be way more, hey, it's the fury of the Lord. Yahushua had to suffer the wrath of Yahweh, man. So we're going to have to suffer that if it be the Lord's will. Okay? We're going to have to go through some things. All right? If it be the Lord's will that he allows Esau to torture us, man. And those that are part of the elect are going to go through it, man, and persevere. But those that are not part of the elect, they're going to crumble and fold, man. Okay? You don't know what Esau's going to do. He's a fucking demon, man. He might mess with our genitalia or something, man. He's a sick, sadistic fucking prick, man. Who knows what this guy's going to do? Only the Lord knows. That's why we pray to the Lord to deliver us from his ass, man.
It said, let us examine him with despitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience.
Yep.
Let us condemn him with a shameful death, for by his own saying he shall be respected. Such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness have blinded them. And it tells you that, man. This Hebrews 11 and 35, it says, Hebrews 11, 35, it said, women received their dead raised to life again, and others were tortured, not accepting deliverance. So it was saying some people got something good happen to them, and others were tortured.
Hey, read that part again, Bubba.
It says, women received their dead raised to life again, and others were tortured, not accepting deliverance.
Not accepting deliverance, saying, fuck it, they kill me, man. Okay? Taking that like a man. Alright? That's what the men of the Lord are going to do when they're faced in certain situations like that. Alright? What did Yahushua tell Pontus? You have no power to kill me. Alright? I lay my life down willingly.
Okay,
Well, the bigger
okay? And they're gonna fight. Okay? But it said certain men didn't accept deliverance, man. They said no retreat, no surrender, man. You gonna kill me? Fuck it. so be it. All right, like the 7 sons in Maccabees, man. One of them said he refused to eat the pork, and he said, "Go ahead and fucking kill me then. I'm gonna return to life, okay? But you are gonna be in torture, man, in torments, okay? You shall have no resurrection to life, because when the kingdom is established, you Edomites are not gonna live, man. You're just gonna be working. You're not gonna live meaning you're not gonna have an enjoying day. The Sabbath is gonna be the only day you rest, okay? And as soon as the moon comes back up, you're fucked. All right?
It says, Hebrews 11:35, women received their dead raised to life, and others were tortured, not accepting deliverance, that they might obtain a better resurrection. And others had trial of cruel mockings and scourgings, yeah, moreover, of bonds and imprisonment. And it tells you in Revelation, some of you should be cast into prison. They were stoned, they were sawn asunder, were tempted.
Stoned and sawn asunder. Can you imagine that? Esau gonna put brothers on a fucking operating table, man, while they're still awake, and cut them in half, cut limbs off. Again, if you sawn asunder, it's gonna cut down the middle, man. That's some terrible shit, man.
They were slain with the sword.
The modern day sword is a gun. All right? Back then, actual swords, man. Okay? It said that Herod slew James with a sword. Okay? I believe that's Mark 4 or John 4, Luke 4. It's not. You know, Herod actually killed one of the prophets with a sword, man. Okay, it's gonna come back.
They wandered about in sheepskins and goatskins, being destitute, afflicted, tormented, of whom the world was not worthy. They wandered in deserts and in mountains and in dens and caves of the earth.
Yeah, they were living a rough life, man. Okay? Rough life. In order to be a prophet, you gotta be able to live a rough fucking life, man. Alright, it's not easy, man. Because the Lord gonna try you, He's gonna test you, man. You won't go through things, man. Okay? Serving the Lord, it's not a light thing, man.
No, I
You're
can't.
gonna go through things. And you have to be apt to live a rough life, man.
Okay, think about me. Oh
Okay.
shit, podcast.
And these all having obtained a good report through faith, received not the promise. Yahweh by Simeon Shai having provided some better thing for us, that they without us should not be made perfect.
They didn't receive the promise because the promise wasn't given yet. Okay? They're going to receive the promise in this time, man. Okay? Because everybody's reincarnated, man. The spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets. So if you were a prophet in the ancient world, you're a prophet today. Alright? The prophets that have been before us were prophesying against great kingdoms, man. America's a great kingdom. We're prophesying against it. It's going to be destroyed by nuclear fire. Okay? That's the second death spoken of in the New Testament. The first death was the flood. The first kill-off. The second kill-off is going to be this global nuclear war, man. Okay? This third world war is going to be a global nuclear war, which is going to happen in your guys' lifetime. Okay?
This wisdom of Solomon 3:1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of Yahweh, and there shall no torment touch them.
Yeah, so the souls, all right, the lives of the men of the Lord is in the hands of the Lord. Okay? And the Lord is going to allow, okay, His men to be humiliated this time, man. Yeah, there's going to be certain men that got to fit the lot of being a martyr, but for the most part, the Lord ain't going to just let Esau do whatever the hell he wants with us. Okay? The Lord isn't going to let Esau just humiliate all the brothers. Alright? He says our lives are in the Lord's hand. The Lord says we don't do whatever brother he wants, man. But for the most part, not all of us are going to be judged that way, man. What?
In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die.
Yeah, in the sight of the unwise, all you people, starting with Esau. Okay, we're getting Georgia. Okay, when they put us in these FEMA camps, man. All right, you people are gonna say, "Oh well, where's your God at, nigga?" Oh, I thought you said you're gonna get spiritual power, nigga. Walking in chains, man. We seem to die. Okay, although certain of us are gonna get put to death, we're not actually dead, right?
And their departure is taken for misery. And they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace.
But they are in peace, man.
Dude, that's the only thing.
All right, the paradise, the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay, the spiritual world, man. All right, because after this is all said and done, heaven is going to be on earth. Okay, good.
For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded.
God, your Lord said, "Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life." That crown of life is rulership and immortality, man. That's what we're going to receive, man. Okay? And we believe on this because this is the scriptures, man. All right? You people believe in whatever you want. We believe in the Bible in its fullness, man. That the Lord said He's going to give us a kingdom. Okay? He said He's going to make us rich. All right? We believe on that. While you other people are slaving to get it on this side, we're going to get it for doing the work. Go ahead.
And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded.
Having been a little chastised, we're going to be greatly rewarded. We ain't going to remember,
Oh shit, what's it? Bro.
all right, the shit that we have to go through, man. Because there's going to be just so much glory in the kingdom, man. It says, I forget where that scripture's at, but it says that. They shall not remember the former things or something.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be so much beauty in the kingdom, so much peace, happiness.
Well, you also got Romans where it says that the things to come are not worthy to be compared to the things that will be received.
That's also one of them.
It says, for Yahweh proved them and found them worthy for Himself.
Yep, and to be proved, you got to be tested, man. Just like somebody says, well, I want this authenticated, it needs to be proof that it's real, that it's authentic. Well, the Lord is going to prove His men to see if they're really about that life. We're going to be put through tests. Okay? They have an executive order to kill us, man. All right? Which is not, it's not being executed as of right now, but pretty soon it's going to be. Martial law, they're going to be looking to torture us, man, and put us to death. Why? Because we're reading the Bible and prophesying the way it's supposed to be prophesied. These churches ain't going to tell you what the mark of the beast is. These churches ain't going to tell you who the devil is on the earth, who the Edomites are. They don't even know who the Edomites are.
Most of them think the Edomites will run away with
God, and here it is, we're telling you the truth.
Can I ask you a question about the 12 tribes of Israel?
Yeah.
Okay, Joseph was one of the sons, one of the 12 brothers, and Ephraim and Manasseh were his sons. Why was the tribe not named Joseph? Why is it named after his son?
It actually was. That's why it refers to Joseph as Ephraim. That inheritance went to Ephraim.
But I mean, why is it that all the other sons, of the 12 brothers, the tribe is named after them, but in Joseph it's named after his two sons and not just called the tribe of Joseph?
I'm going to get it real quick. This is Revelation chapter 7. And I'm going to start at 4. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Now it names off the children of Israel. I'm going to jump to the point. Okay? It says, of the tribe of Zebulun were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Joseph were sealed 12,000.
Okay, so it says in Revelation it refers to the tribe of
Joseph's blessing went to Ephraim, his son. Okay?
And Manasseh was also his son.
Now, if you don't understand that,
No, I do. I've read the Old Testament.
That's
five
bad
or six
for you.
times. I do understand. But I don't understand why all the other brothers had the tribe named after them.
So this Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 6, as gold in a furnace hath he tried them, and received them as a burnt offering. That's why it talks about it in Romans 12:1, where it says to give your bodies as a living sacrifice.
Yeah, I'm familiar
And in
with
the
that.
time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble.